Hi, this is Chris with Sanderson Test Prep, and we are taking a look at Section 2 of the June 2023 ACT. So this is test form F12, and a few of my students have requested to get a chance to see what it looks like going through a section if I were actually taking it. So a lot of times some of my students will ask, well, would you actually write this out? Or would you do that in your head? Or would you skip this step? So we're going to go through the first 20 questions in this video. I'll break it up into a few different videos, but in this one we're going to go through the first 20. And I'm going to kind of motor through. I'm not going to do the regular level of explaining for each problem. This is really just to get a look at, where it might make sense if you're really comfortable with some of the math on things to cut corners. Some of these problems are going to be new to me, so I might flounder around a bit, but it'll be fun, and let's see how it goes. All right, so for question 1. Okay, so they want probability that it's odd red, so desired result, there are 2 of those out of the 7 total, B. For 2, here we're just plugging in, so 40 and negative 12 is 28, and that's the product of negative 4 times negative 7. So here, A, B, C, these two are the same. B is 93.5, so that's going to be 180 minus 93.5, which would be 86.5. 86.5 divided by 2, 43.25. Okay, so it's 15 per hour for the first 40 hours, so 15 times 40 would be 600. And then for the extra 4 hours, 2 times his regular hourly wage, which would be 4 hours at $30 an hour, so 120, so that would be 720 total. Hypotenuse leg of 7 and 4, this is Pythagorean theorem. That's 49 and 16, that would be 65. Here we're just combining like terms, so 5x will equal 9, that would be 9/5. CBD is 5x plus 4, and angle ABC is x. So together, when you add those up, it equals 180. So 30 by 40 for this rectangle for number 8. So if the shorter sides are increased by 10, then it would be 40 by 40. So that's 1600 compared to 1200, 400. So it's 4 minus negative 23, absolute value will be 23, that's negative 19. Christopher, hey, that's me. All right, Christopher works in a clothing store. $7.50 per hour would be the x, and then plus 0.06 times y. So the midpoint of RS, this would be 4, so that would be 24. $48.50 is your flat fee plus the $15.35 per hour. X hours prepping, okay. So that's J. Sorry, I know I circled that one a little messy. All right, 3.5 plus 3/4. So here, that's going to be 4 1/4. So that's going to leave you with 2 3/4. This is, let's see, -5 minus 36 over 16 plus 36, -41 over 52. Slope is 4. That's just y equals mx plus b, x plus 8, x plus 3. So when you have a coefficient for a matrix, you just distribute it. This will be -8, 0, 24, -12. Reflected across the x. So that means we're moving it up here. So it'll have the same x value, but then the y will become positive. That's going to be answer choice K. If you plug in a 2 for x, you would get y is greater than or equal to 4. So 4 is actually the least value of y. And for 20, rectangular 50 by 40 long. Square, those are 5 each. So 50 by 40 is 2,000. Minus 25 would be 1975. And that's it for those first 20. So again, if any of that doesn't make sense, that's totally okay. This is really just for a view of if somebody is really working through these questions very quickly, economizing what steps they choose to write out, what mental math they choose to do. That's what something like that might look like. And the one takeaway I would say is that when you are actually taking your ACT, it is okay not to write out every step. That's not the best habit to use in school when you're learning new math and when you're trying to show your work and make sure that you're understanding concepts correctly. But on a test where time is of the essence, every step that you can do in your head really does save valuable time that can be applied to some of the tougher questions later on in the section. So stay tuned, and in our upcoming videos, we will cover the rest of this math section from the June 23 ACT. Thanks for watching.